What is good, Neo family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Neo stock and why I'm super bullish for the somewhat near-term and long-term futures, despite it being in the red today. I'm also going to be talking about the overall stock market and how this may have affected Neo today. I'm also going to talk about the U.S. Treasury yield curve and why this played a very big role in Neo being in the red today. However, guys, this is not the end for Neo, in my opinion, as many articles out there are giving lots of hope, as a lot of banks out there are saying that Neo could easily double this year. I'm also going to end this video by talking about what Neo put on their Twitter page that makes me even more bullish and excited for the future. Now, before I say anything about Neo's tweets, however, before I talk about Neo's, stock price and the technical analysis, I do have to mention some very important things first. First off, I'm not a financial planner, guys. This is all for educational and entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, but benefits the entire Neo community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo, you're not only going to qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500. Once again, that's free money if you sign up with the link below. You're also going to get free real-time level 2 data for US stocks if you simply sign up with the link down below. So please check that out, guys, if you guys want. And with that out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So looking at Neo, it's looking pretty okay right now. It is a little bit in the red, down about 5.65%. However, we did have a pretty good green day over the last couple of days, so it wasn't necessarily the end of the world. Remember, guys, about a week ago, we were at $27, right? We're at 27, now we're still at 31, so we are pretty up compared to where we were before, so it's not the end of the world. But I do want to talk about why on earth we're in the red and what actually played a role in this happening. So first off, let's look at the S&P 500 and actually the overall market, because we could see some very interesting things. Now, the S&P is just barely in the red, down 0.03%. However, it's not necessarily looking bad. We're not in a bear market. Look at this right here. The fear and greed index is still on the greedy side, looking very, very strong. The market looks very stable, so it's not necessarily the thing that's causing Neo to drop the way it did. I want to talk about something else, and that's the fact that the Dow Jones was also in the green, but the Nasdaq was actually in the red. And you guys can see Tesla also dropped about 4%, and Neo is down about 5.65%. So even though Neo is down the way it is, it's not the end of the world in my opinion. But I want to talk about what on earth caused this thing to drop the way it did, and that's because of this right here. Look at the Treasury yield curve of the United States, and as you guys can see, it took a bit of a reversal. It began to drop by some margin some time ago, and after that it had a reversal and started going up, and many news articles started actually talking about this. It states that the Treasury yields rise following the jobs opening data, and as you guys can see, it started to rise. So what does this actually mean? And you guys can see it right here. According to Investopedia, the Treasury yield is the return on investment expressed as a percentage on the U.S. government debt obligation. Look at it another way, right? The Treasury yield is the effective interest rate that the U.S. government pays to borrow money for different lengths of time. They don't just influence how much the government pays to borrow or how much investors actually earn by buying governmental bonds. They also influence interest rates, guys, that helps businesses that buy things, individuals, and things like that. So what's going on with Neo? Why is this significant? You guys can see in this article right here. I know the text is a little bit small. I'm simply going to read it to you guys. It states right here, higher rates mean future earnings are worth less today, hurting fast-growing tech stocks. As you guys can see, when these rates, or like the rates of rising bond yields, end up rising, that in turn can be an indicator that the economy is doing a little bit better. Inflation may be dropping a little bit. However, guys, that does lead to one concern for many institutional investors. So you would think that a faster growing economy would drive the economy or technology stocks even higher, but if strong economic growth comes with higher interest rates, as of right now, it can hurt tech stocks at least to some degree, as their valuations are based on future earnings. So the higher rates mean that the gains in the years to come are worth a little bit less today. So does this mean Neo is going to crash in the future? The answer is no. This doesn't mean Neo or Tesla and all these stocks are just going to crash as this continues to go up. But this reversal right here did play a role in them kind of dropping a little bit because their earnings may not be as great as people would anticipate. Now, what does this mean, guys? What does this mean for Neo? This means that, look, it could really go either way. It's really hard for me to make an accurate prediction, but I am still very bullish for the long term, as many banks out there are saying that this thing has a lot of improvement. Look at this article right here. It says that Neo could have a very big year, but it just had a very bad day. So remember, this is just one day, guys. It still has a very good price target, as a lot of people are saying this thing could easily go up about 120% very soon. Now, why am I saying that? Well, look at this here. look at the different technical indicators. Let's just talk about the technicals, then I'm going to talk about why I'm bullish and what Neo put on the Twitter page before I end this video. So we're now trading kind of between every single one of the exponential moving averages, but look at the MACD, guys. It flipped with the 9-day moving average right after we were at $27, and since then it's been very, very good and in the green. So it does indicate that we're going to continue to run up or continue on the upward trend, but the CCI did drop a little bit. It's still at a pretty high state, but the big thing is the RSI. It dropped about 46.09, which could be a little bit bearish, so to speak. So the technical indicators are really going either way, but in my opinion, what I think it could end up playing out is because we're down about 5.65%, we should see a green day tomorrow. We should close around 33, and at the end of the day, guys, it does not matter too much from a day-to-day basis, because I worry more about the long term, because based off the long term, look at this right here. Neo has tweeted this quite recently. They're talking about the fact that they have their ET5 that came out. They unveiled it on Neo Day in 2021, and they crushed it. But look at their deliveries, guys. They delivered 10,489 vehicles in December alone, up 49.7% year over year. Let's go. And my point is, based off fundamentals, they're crushing it. They're absolutely crushing it when it comes to production and deliveries. And this makes institutional investors very, very happy when it comes to stocks like this. And what I think is going to play out is they're going to be improving their, production again and again and again. So as their production gets better and better and better, guys, they're going to be expanding all over the world, and they're going to see better, better numbers. So I think their new earnings reports coming out are slowly going to get better and better and better. And that in turn is what gives this thing the growth potential that it has. It's not necessarily the end, as their production is getting better too. Now, I want to just talk about this right here before I end the video, and that is this right here. I'm also going to answer the question, is it going to explode tomorrow? So first off, look at this. The monthly fool doesn't necessarily answer the question why Neo crashed. It simply talks about why this is not the end. And I think it's actually a pretty good article, except the headline is kind of weird. But it says this right here. Deutsche Bank is stating that Neo could easily double this year. They're saying that they're very bullish. Many of their analysts, like Edison Yu, are saying the exact same thing. They're talking about how the deliveries of the ET7, the sedan, are starting in March, and they're going to absolutely crush it. They're talking about their mid-size sedan, the ET5, which is also doing really well. They're talking about how they are expected to unveil a sixth model this year, and has many, many good, plans to expand internationally, especially in Europe. Once again, very bullish catalyst. They're saying Neo could easily break past $70 in the next 12 months, or that's a 109% upside potential just within this year alone. Once again, absolutely crushing it. Other analysts were saying 120%, but at the end of the day, it's looking very, very good, as their numbers are getting better and better and better. Once again, Neo is also protected by many subsidies in China, as China is the largest EV market in the world as of right now, and Neo is actually helping customers to save a lot of money if they do pick them, thanks to these big incentives and subsidies that are coming out. So at the end of the day, this is how I want to put this stock. Now, I don't know exactly what's going to happen tomorrow. A more bearish scenario would be we go as low as 30, which I highly doubt. And a more bullish scenario is us going to 33, which I think is probably going to play out. But it doesn't matter, guys. It does not matter. Will we crash tomorrow? It's possible. It's very unlikely. I think it's more likely we're going to be in the green. But what I want you guys to know is that for the next upcoming weeks, the next upcoming months, I see this thing having a very good recovery and easily hitting all-time highs again relatively soon. I'm talking about a couple of months away. I do think we can hit all-time highs again, and I'm not losing faith in this company. I think we should be back in the 40s very, very soon. I think if you just hold it out, if you remain calm, cool, and collected, and you don't let your emotions get the best of you, you could really see a good return. So with that said, I thank you for listening. This is not the end for Neo. Neo has very good production capabilities. They're absolutely crushing it, and this is not the end. So I thank you for listening. Neo is going to the moon, in my opinion, and I am not losing faith. Neo to the moon, and peace out.